So today has started out as a thunderstorm weekend. So I thought finally, because it's something I've been meaning to do for the longest time, is to film a video about all my fragrance collections. So I'm going to be starting off with Chanel, as you can see here, because Chanel is, I think, the largest collection that I own when it comes to a designer fragrance. So I've been meaning to do a bit of spring cleaning, which I haven't done as yet, and it's not spring anymore. So I've been doing so many other things. So now I'm going to go through all my fragrances and start clearing out everything. And I want to do a video where I share all of my perfumes, but this time I'm just going to share what I own in terms of the collection. So today is going to be all about Chanel. If you're looking for a Chanel fragrance, this is the video to watch because I'm going through my entire collection. I'm going to touch on notes and the best occasions to wear these fragrances, also the longevity as well, and whether I think the perfume is worth buying or not. And then also, guys, you will know how I feel about the perfume, so I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. But I thought it would be nice to go by collection, because I know when I film my entire fragrance collection, and because I want to reorganize my storage, I just know that's going to be a very long video. I just want to cut to the chase and focus all about Chanel. So let's get started. At the moment, I keep all my perfumes in a fragrance wardrobe, I would say. And basically, it's the same style of like organizing. So everything is stored in drawers and on shelves. But the actual wardrobe is taller and it's got a lot more space in there. And I've changed the color and things like that. But yeah, at the moment, I'm storing them in drawers, which I find it quite easy, and I find it quite secure as well because I can lock everything away. It's stored away from direct sunlight as well, which is really good. I find it really easy to keep on track of all my perfumes because then I can see if something is missing or misplaced. Sometimes I would lend a fragrance out. I might leave it at my parents' house, my sister's at the car, so I will know exactly if something is missing as well. So that's why I like to keep things in order by its collection. So this here is where I store all of my fragrances. At the back, you can just see I've just got some boxes there. And then I do have some boxes down here. Some perfumes are unopened, but I've kept it in this sort of state so that you can see like a good before and after. My perfumes are really disorganized at the moment because when it comes to filming and trying to find the collection or the fragrance house or the perfume notes, when I'm filming my top 10, all of these fragrances come out and they're always disorganized because they're not in, any particular order anymore. So I'm going to go through everything and share all my Chanel perfumes with you. Before I get started, I'm just going to put a bit of moisturizer on my hand. I am using, this one is by L'Occitane, and this one is called Cherry Blossom, one of my favorite notes by L'Occitane. So I'm just going to quickly cream my hands a little. It smells so fresh. It's like a really soft, floral, delicate cherry note. I really like it. It's really nice. Or more cherry blossom. It's not the fruit. It's more like delicate flowers. So I'm ready to get started. I'm so excited to do this video because I just love like organizing, keeping the house, really clean and organized. It's just a part of my self-care, well-being, and a part of my feminine lifestyle. When my place is organized, I am the most powerful person there is. I feel clean, I feel free, my mind is clear, and yeah, so I do like to go through like my fragrances, declutter, organize, polish everything up. And I try and do that like once a month, like polish the surfaces. Well, actually I do that weekly, but like a deep cleanse of the perfume bottles is quite a lot, so that does take time. So I think the only way to start off this video is to start off with the perfume that I fell in love with when I was first introduced to Chanel. I think my very first perfume I had at the age of 18, and it would be this one here. So this really started my collection. Allure was my first love when it came to Chanel. It was really pretty. And what I loved about this perfume, it didn't come across that, very traditional, classic Chanel smell that's almost a little bit more mature and very deep, rich, vibrant florals. This one was deep, romantic, floral, had a softness to it. There's a little bit of a woodiness as well, but I just love this. And this is based on the notes of magnolia, jasmine, there's rose, really beautiful florals in here. And to me, this is so pretty and elegant and romantic, and every time I wear this perfume it is highly complimented. So this was my first love. I bought this when I was 18, I think, and I still love it to this day. Chanel Allure came out in 1999. This perfume is based on magnolia, rose, peach, vanilla. This is so gorgeous. Really pretty smell. There is some cedar in here, some citrus, some bergamot in this one as well, but I really pick up that vanilla note in this perfume. It's the sweetest Chanel. If you're looking for a perfume that's a rich, opulent floral, but it doesn't have that traditional, like, classic perfume scent, that was my number one. So I start off with this collection. The next version I have is the EDT version. Now this version was only bought recently. I think I bought this last year. This is the more sparkling, fresher version of my Allure. This is the EDT. So this one contains notes of passion fruits. It's a bit fruitier. To be honest, I think this is like a brilliant flanker to the eau de parfum. You know how sometimes you can buy a flanker and they just smell totally different, or it's not really the same? Then this one to me is more or less the same. It's just a little bit more sparkling, clear, fresh, easier to wear as well in the daytime. The EDT version is much more floral in comparison to my original Allure. It's more fruitier. This one has a lot more white florals. So we have magnolia, which we have in the eau de parfum as well. This is the jasmine, rose and peony, but this has orange blossom. Oh, my cousin. This has orange blossom, freesia, there's passion fruit, the peach is still here, there's lemon, sandalwood, amber. This one has patchouli, whereas the eau de parfum has the cedar. And yeah, I really love this one. As a daytime scent, I think this is really beautiful. Now, the Eau de Toilette, this one came out in 1995, and then the Eau de Parfum came out later in 99. So this was the original, actually. But do you know what? I don't think I ever saw the original. I felt like I only just saw the Eau de Parfum. New to my collection is this one here. This is Allure Sensuelle, and this is so woody and rich and intense. And if you love Chanel's Allure, then you're going to enjoy this. But it just takes it to a different place. It's darker, it's rich, it's bold, and it's really spicy. This is the spicier version. This to me smells more like a grown-up fragrance, a little bit more mysterious. It's got that sort of vibe. Allure Sensuelle was released in 2005. This is your woody take on Allure. It's less sweet, it's less fruity, it's much more rich, bold and spicy. Now this is rich in patchouli, and you do pick up that woody, it's like a dry wood, and it's spicy. And yeah, you can, I'm going to read the notes, guys, because you do have pink pepper, which is a rich spice. You have sandalwood, vetiver, vanilla, a blend of spices, it's noted here. And then we have dried fruits. There's rose, there's Bulgarian rose, and you still have that peach, which is synonymous with all the fragrances. You still have the peach, vanilla, bergamot, and jasmine. So that's all running through the same. But this one is a little bit more floral with notes of freesia. Then Allure is that woody patchouli, very spicy. And then Allure is a really nice blend of vanilla and peach. And I really love it. And magnolia. It's so elegant, guys. Really elegant. So that's my collection for Allure. The next discovery when it came to buying Chanel was Coco Mademoiselle, which is this one here. Now this one is a beautiful, rich, sparkling, feminine floral that makes the perfect daytime scent, evening scent. It's the most versatile perfume that I have in my collection. This fragrance is based on the notes of orange and rose. It's floral, a little bit citrus as well. And I find this a really pretty, easy to wear perfume. This fragrance is recognized everywhere. I think every single woman has this perfume in their collection. It's just one of those fragrances that people tend to wear and find easy to wear. You'll probably find when it comes to Coco Mademoiselle, most ladies love this perfume because it's so versatile. I find it incredibly versatile, and it's a perfume I tend to pick up when I don't really know what I want to wear, and it's easy to dress this up, or you could just wear this as your everyday scent, a signature scent. It's quite nice to wear, and I think my love for this perfume grew. When I first tried this perfume, I did not like the note of patchouli, and I think it's just how it smelled on others. It was very green, dark, bitter, and for me, I love chypre fragrances, and I think even back then, I liked it a little bit, but now obviously learning more about perfumery and just enjoying my fragrances, looking at my pattern when it comes to buying fragrances, I normally tend to wear more of a chypre style perfume, maybe more of a modern chypre, or something that's floral or sweet gourmand. Not too sweet, but maybe a little bit more on the gourmand side. So we have all the orange notes in this perfume. We have orange, mandarin, bergamot, orange blossom. This has a heart of jasmine, rose, and ylang. We have patchouli, vanilla. For me, this perfume is very much your orange fragrance with some florals, so the rose, the jasmine, and ylang I pick up. And then it's sort of softened a little bit with vanilla, but a lot of patchouli. I think for this perfume you have to enjoy that patchouli note, because I think for me on my skin, it just depends on the season and how it dries down, but normally I get a heavy dose of either the orange notes or patchouli, and I find now in the summer I really pick up more of that orange notes. It's very bright, sparkling, a bit fresh as well. It's a beautiful fragrance that's highly complimented, and I think out of the whole collection, this does have that sort of regal Chanel vibe, but it's wearable. It's not over the top. You don't have to be, you know, done up and dressed up. I think it's a fragrance that's highly versatile. It took me a while to enjoy this fragrance, but I do love it. I wear this quite a bit. After that, I have the Coco Mademoiselle Intense. I find this to be heightened with the note of labdanum. It's spicier, it's warmer. It's not as sparkling as my Coco Mademoiselle, but this has some citrus notes in the opening. This has less orange, but you have a balance of the bergamot, orange notes, and lemon. You still have the rose and jasmine, but there's no ylang in here now. You have that patchouli, you have the vanilla and tonka bean, so it is a little bit sweet and spicy. And then it's that labdanum, so a bit more resinous, a bit more bold and rich. So this is quite a deep fragrance. I would wear this in the evenings, but you can wear this in the day. But I think it's just because it's quite a warm perfume, you really get that labdanum, the tonka bean, vanilla coming through in this one. So I tend to wear this in the evenings. And then the next perfume I have is this one here, which is my PRIVÉE, and this is the nighttime version of your Coco Mademoiselle. This is the light version. It's very soft, it's very subtle. It's still that orange note. It's definitely your Coco Mademoiselle, and it's just airier, very soft and delicate. And I do wear this in the evenings if I just want to feel like I'm dressed up a little bit. Maybe I have some friends coming over, I've got some guests, and I don't want a very strong perfume. Maybe because I'm hosting something small, intimate, we're at the dining table, and I just want a very delicate light scent, I would wear this. Or if I've just bathed with all my Chanel products, so it could be the shower gel and the lotion, and I just want to top up the fragrance, I would wear this. Now this version is orange, rose, jasmine, and musk. It's very soft. There is no patchouli in this version. I think at the time this would have been perfect for me because I really love the orange and rose notes. It's really feminine, really pretty. And now this is just very soft, clean, airy. You could wear it in the daytime as well, or if you don't want a fragrance that's too strong, then I do recommend this. My PRIVÉE, I wasn't going to buy this initially because of its longevity. I had many samples of this fragrance and I did wear tests, and they were always wearing on my skin for up to 2 hours if I was lucky. And I think to be quite honest with you, it's not going to last any more than 2 hours. So if you wanted a fragrance that was just very subtle and soft, you wanted to enjoy in the evenings because you're going to bed and you know you're no longer going to smell the perfume, then I do recommend it. But it's very nice and soft, and you can wear this in the daytime if you just want a very light perfume, something very soft and dainty. I've done a video all about my very soft dainty perfumes if that's your vibe and you just want to smell pretty, and then I think this one is a good perfume to try. But check out that video as well. And the orange notes I do love in here. So that's my LAQUE PRIVÉE. I do have the EDT version, which I did gift to my mother because I find it too strong and it's really strange. I'm just going to check the notes to remind myself because there's something in the EDT that I just don't like. And I have it here. So the EDT came out in 2002 and the original came out 2001, the Eau de Parfum. This one, see, look, it already lists that it's quite citrusy and woody, lots of patchouli. And guys, I do like patchouli, but just not this version. So we have in the EDT, orange, bergamot, grapefruit, lychee, rose, patchouli, and vanilla. So here, instead of that ylang, they have grapefruit in here. And I think it could be the mix of the grapefruit and the patchouli together because I love all the other notes. I love the rose, I love the lychee combination, there's orange in there. So for me, it just wasn't working on my skin. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think I've worn the EDT for many years. I don't even know how it would react with my skin now or my chemistry. So I might try it again. But right now, I'm really happy with my collection. I mean, do I need to add it right now? I don't really think so. But that's my Coco Mademoiselle collection. Out of everything I have here, which one is your favorite? Let me know. Drop me a comment down below. So the next collection I'm going to share with you all is the collection of Chance. Now Chance was a fragrance that I just loved when I first discovered this perfume, and to be honest, I discovered this maybe 3 years after it was released, and I'm so surprised that I didn't wear this perfume before. I think I started wearing this fragrance in 2000 and I think it could be 2012, I'm not so sure. But the one that I fell in love with was released in 2010. And guys, it's just such a beautiful, feminine, easy perfume to wear. If you're just looking for a perfume from Chanel that's very fresh, light and airy, and you can wear it as an everyday scent. And then I do recommend Chance. I'm trying to think of when I first started wearing this perfume. Actually, hold on right there. Let me just find something for you guys. All right, so I'm back with a box here, and guys, I've been doing some decluttering, okay, and I'm so surprised I found this in my box. Now this is a very old bottle, guys, so please do not judge me. Actually, I don't want to take it out of the box, it's not very pretty looking. But this is maybe one of the first bottles I bought from Chanel, Chance, and as you can see, it's so worn, this fragrance. Now this was a, oh, this is 100 ml, okay. So this is a 100 ml bottle here, and gosh, it's so old, wow. And I found, whilst I was decluttering, I found a receipt for this perfume. I think I have 2 here. This is just so funny. And oh my gosh, I'm going to show you here. Here's the receipt. I don't know if you can kind of see. That's the receipt. And and this is quite interesting to know because then you can find out, well, is it interesting to know because it's quite annoying, especially when the prices for fragrances keep rising, guys. Like, honestly, when you look back, if you think about it, this is 10 years ago when I bought this bottle. I'm guessing it's this one here. This says Coco, oh, this is Coco Mademoiselle. Okay, not that receipt, maybe this one here. Actually, this is a receipt for something else. This is so funny. Do you want to know what this receipt is for? Oh my gosh, it's so funny to me. Okay, if you want to know, it's just the wrong receipt. Obviously, I was traveling. So this is 2012. It's so old. And it's from Trincity Mall. So Trincity Mall is a mall in the island of Trinidad. And I was there on vacation. And This is a receipt for their candies. So I must have bought like a whole platter of traditional like Caribbean sweets for tea or something. And I bought, do you want to know what I bought? This is so random. I bought fudge, because fudge is like one of their main sweets on the island, and it's so beautiful. And then there's something else that I really love. It's called chili bibi, which you have to be Caribbean to know this sweet, but it's basically like a sweet, oh, it's like a sherbet, but it's made with sugar, spices, and corn, and I love it. So that's my favorite. And I bought 4 of those, and I bought 9 pieces of fudge, and there's something else I bought here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know. Oh, and regular fudge for $15 Trinidadian dollars, in case you wanted to know. But I just found that, and that's the thing, like, I don't even know why I would have this. It was in my box here, but that's really random. So getting back to fragrances. Now, this receipt is, again, I was traveling, and I bought, how many fragrances did I buy? Oh, I bought 2 fragrances. So I bought Chance au Tendre, and oh my gosh, guys, look at the price. And I also bought a bottle of Coco Mademoiselle, and I bought Chance au Tendre. I think I might have bought the 100ml, and I bought a 50ml. So this is not even the original, but I don't ever remember buying. Wait, guys, no. Do you know what it is? It's because the price has increased so much so that it wouldn't even make sense that I bought 100ml. But then it was 100ml. I remember buying this fragrance. It used to be £65 for 100ml. And it was EDT, which made sense back then, because I think Chanel perfumes were something like, how much were they back then? I don't even think it was like £90, like maybe £92 or something for the Eau de Parfum, or £87. And then I remember it was always £65 for the EDT. And I paid here, and obviously I did receive 20% off, tax-free, but I paid £53. Can you believe that? For 100ml? I bought a 50ml Coco Mademoiselle for £49. Can you imagine that? £49 for one. I mean, this is 150. This is 200ml. Then I bought 100ml, and this cost £53. Guys, as you know, it's a Chance au Tendre. I absolutely adore this fragrance. It's a perfume that I find just really easy to wear. It's a fragrance that smells shower fresh. It's clean, it's soft. You guys know I mention this a lot. This is one of my most complimented perfumes. It's always going to be on my top 10 fragrances, even though it wasn't on the last one. But it really truly is. It has my heart, this fragrance. I just love it. It's very clean, soft, very airy. It's a bit fresh as well, and this perfume has notes of quince, so you pick up that sort of pale-like note, a bit sparkling. You have notes of grapefruit, so it does add a lot of freshness. You have the hyacinth in here, jasmine, and then this sort of softens down to a musk, and there's cedar in here, some iris, and it's really nice, and I like the projection of this fragrance as well. This is an EDT formula, so for me, typically I can receive about 3 hours of projection. I can smell this, and then after that, this will stick on my skin for about 8 hours. I can just always smell it. If I raise my hand and smell my skin, it's just on my skin. I can still smell it around me. So when you hug someone, they're going to smell the perfume. But this is my #1. I did experiment with the original Chance, which is this one here. And this is the EDT version, and I've just recently bought this bottle because I had this in a travel spray, and I wanted to see how I got on with the fragrance before I committed to buying a full-size bottle. And this one I love. It smells more dressed up. It smells like you're going out. This is more your daytime fresh scent, and this is more your evening scent, but you can get away with wearing this every day. I would say this could be an office scent, a signature scent, but to me it's a bit more dressed up. and I find this one sparkling as well. Chance is patchouli dominated, guys. This is quite a spicy, woody fragrance, and you do have notes of patchouli, and this opens up with patchouli and then it dries down to that woody patchouli note. There's some pineapple, rose, there's jasmine in here, but for me it's that pink pepper note. When I smell this fragrance, it is a bit spicy, it's woody, it's spicy, and it does smell quite elevated as well. It has a little bit of a sparkle that could be coming from the note of jasmine and that beautiful note of pineapple. So this one's really nice. I do recommend this. If you're fairly new to Chanel, and we know what Chanel fragrances smell like, they're very dressed up, very classy. They do come across a little bit vintage as well. If you're on your feminine journey and you're looking for a very classy, elegant, feminine perfume, I would recommend this one. It is quite versatile, definitely a signature scent, going out scent. I really do like this one. So that's the first one I experimented with when it came to Chance after my love, which is the Automne. And then I think after that, I'm just trying to think in order of what I bought. I think I went straight on in and I bought the Eau de Parfum, which I have here. This is the Chance EDT version. The Eau de Parfum version has taken away that sparkly note of pineapple. It does have patchouli, but a lot less. There's only patchouli now in the dry down, but this still opens up with pink peppers. It's still quite spicy. You've got that jasmine heart going on, but it's that patchouli dry down. So this one comes across peppery. It's a stronger version of the original. You do have that musk in here as well. I find this version to be a little bit more elevated. It's something I would have to wear in the evenings only. So that's that one there. So after the classic Chance, I wanted to try the Vive, and the Vive, I remembered when this was released and I did not like it. To me, I found it a little bit, I would say a bit too spicy and green for some reason, and I think I just smelt it very briefly and I said no, this is not for me. And then I bought this, I think maybe 3 years ago, and I loved it. I love the orange notes. I am a fan of orange. This one has your orange, grapefruit, there's citruses, so maybe some lemons and limes. You have your cedar, you have iris in here, there's jasmine again. So this is really nice. And what I like about this perfume, especially in the summertime, it's quite soapy and fresh. I love this formula for the summer. I only wear this in the summer. It smells clean. It smells like a soft, powdery orange. A bit sparkly, a little bit of that lemon note in there, and I really, really enjoy this one. I really do. It's quite soapy, and you can tell from the dent as well. I do wear this one quite a bit, especially in intense heat or when it's quite warm here in the city. I wear this one. So new to my collection is my Chance Eau Fraiche. Now this, guys, was not love at first sniff. This is a fragrance I'm still getting used to. This is a very fresh, bright, clean fragrance. To me, it comes across in a feminine but masculine way. I find this really green and citrusy, but I bought this fragrance a few times and I did return it unopened. I wore the sample for like 2 days and I decided this perfume is not for me. But there's something about this fragrance that when I do wear it, depending on the day, it just smells really clean, sparkling and fresh, but more in a soft feminine way. And there's other days I wear it and it smells extremely masculine on my skin. So I will be wearing this perfume now. The weather is warmer, trying it out, seeing how it works for me. I think this perfume is like my daytime fragrance if I'm going for a walk. I love to go for walks in the afternoon, in the mornings, and this reminds me of like just walking around, grabbing coffee. It's like a weekend scent. You can wear it to the gym and things like that. Great. Now the notes in this perfume, we have lemon and cedar. You've got the pepper in here, jasmine, but there's the woody base, which is the patchouli, vetiver, teak wood. There's also musk, but I feel like I can't detect that softness from the musk in this perfume. Not on my skin, but it's very bright, citrusy. It's an invigorating scent. If you're looking for a perfume for the summertime especially, that could be your daytime scent, That is quite invigorating, bright, fresh. There's lemon in here. There's a little bit of patchouli in here, and you want something like that, then I do recommend this one. Now, lastly to my collection, I have my Chante Au Tendre, the Eau de Parfum version, and I forgot to add this earlier, but this perfume is beautiful, and guys, honestly, yeah, it's beautiful, really, really nice. I do pick up the rose in this perfume. So this is your EDT, this is your Eau de Parfum, and I do pick up the rose and jasmine in this fragrance, and this dries down to musk. Now the Eau de Parfum, we still have the quince in here, the grapefruit, and I do like that freshness, really sparkling and clean. It's really pretty again, a very girly scent, very simplistic, minimalistic type of scent. It's not doing too much. It's a very clean, pretty smell. Light floral with that sort of citrus opening. That quince really brings on that sparkling note, and this dries down to a musk. Now, I would just say, when it comes to these two fragrances, in my experience, I find the EDT to perform so much better than my Eau de Parfum. The only difference is the Eau de Parfum seems or appears more stronger because of that note of rose. It's quite an intense, deeper rose. It doesn't smell like that traditional vintage rose, but you do get the floral note in here. And for me, it's a little bit darker. It dries down to the musk, but it doesn't radiate as nicely as my EDT. This one is fluffy and soft. There's amber, iris, musk in the base here, and we only have musk in the Eau de Parfum. So with the EDT, I find it's really pretty. It projects nicely. It's quite airy and bouncy around the skin. It's really delicate and soft. And I just find the rose version to be harsher. Well, not harsh, but I find the rose to be a lot stronger in this version here. In terms of longevity, in my honest opinion, I feel like I cannot tell the difference whatsoever. I honestly find the EDT stays longer on my skin. It could be the cedar notes in here, the iris, but this really sticks on my skin, whereas my Eau de Parfum does disappear after, I would say, maybe 4 or 5 hours. I cannot detect it anymore. And even if I raise my skin up, it's very faint. It's not sticking to my skin. So I hope that helps you guys if you're trying to decide, because there is a price difference with the two. So that's something to keep in mind. But just try it on your skin, see how it works for you. So those are all of my Chante's fragrances. If you have a favorite, let me know from this collection. Leave me a comment down below and tell me, what do you think of the Fresh, which is this version here? Are you a fan of this perfume? I just wanted to show you in terms of size. This is my Chante's Au Tendre. This is 150 ml. And then this is a very, very old bottle, guys, of my Chante's. That's 100 ml that I have there as well. And I'd always recommend just go for 150. If this is your signature scent, just go for the larger bottle. I would have bought the 150 ml, but because I already have the Eau de Parfum and the EDT, I just think it's too much excess. Like, why do I need so much? So I just kept it at 100 ml. In terms of value for money and cost per wear, I would always go for 150 ml or a 200 ml bottle. If you have a very small collection, I honestly feel like you don't need to have so much fragrance if you're not going to be wearing it and you have a large collection. So just try and do the calculations. Otherwise you're kind of not wasting your money, but you could just save it and put that towards something else that you really like. Okay, the next collection I own is Chanel No. 5. I started off with this perfume here. This is the Eau Première version, and it's really fluffy and soft. I think this one just smells like soft baby powder. It does still have that vintage vibe. It smells very much like Chanel No. 5. You have to enjoy Chanel No. 5 if you want to wear Eau Première. They're very similar. It's just not as intense and bold, but it's Chanel No. 5 nevertheless. If I had to choose, I do find this one a little bit easier to wear, and I just love the powderiness of this. It just smells to me like a blanket. It smells like a warm bubble bath, and I think I tell you guys that I do find this fragrance really cocooning, extremely soothing. It's something I like to wear in the evenings. If I'm winding down, this is the perfume I enjoy. It just smells like a blanket. It just smells just soft and fluffy. So I do enjoy this one here. Or Premier has the neroli, it has the aldehydes in here, there's still rose, jasmine, and I feel like I pick up more of that creamy sandalwood and vanilla mix in here with the aldehydes. It's just softer, a little bit sweeter, just easier to wear, quite creamy this one. And then after that I just went on in with the original because I said I just want the intensified version, and there was a period when I was just loving Chanel No. 5, so I picked up the Eau de Parfum, and just look at the colour of the juice there, it's so rich, it's really bold, this fragrance. It makes a statement. Yeah, this really does make a statement. With the Eau de Parfum, the notes are more complex. You do still have that creamy vanilla and sandalwood dry down, but this one has the aldehydes in here. So there's some ylang, there's neroli, it has some peach notes, some violet, there's lily of the valley and the oak moss. It's the notes of the oak moss and patchouli that really adds that vintage vibe. So, and the aldehydes of course. So that's something, if you're not a fan of oak moss, then perhaps go for the Eau Premiere as well. But this one is really woody and rich. The last Chanel No. 5 is my low. Now this is a beautiful release. I love this perfume. This is your fresher version of the classic Chanel No. 5. This one is so much easier to wear. It comes across more modern. It opens up with lots of fresh citrus notes, and you have like all the citruses you need. There's lemon, bergamot, mandarin, orange, there's lime in here. You still have ylang, and there's still aldehydes. There is no sandalwood in this perfume, but you still have that vanilla in the base as well. And I just find this so soft, powdery, and a little bit sweet. On my skin, when I tried this fragrance, I was really shocked. I think at the time, I was very much influenced by the marketing. It was very much a young fragrance, a young version of Chanel No. 5, so I was quite intrigued, and I already owned both of the other fragrances, and I loved the Eau Premiere more. And when I tried this on my skin, I tried both actually. I had Eau Premiere on one hand, and then on the other I had this one here, the Low. And guys, when I got home, all I could smell was this creamy, sweet, powdery version of Chanel No. 5. I was so shocked, and I remember thinking, where is that beautiful scent coming from? It smelled like a soft baby powder, but creamy, a little bit sweet, not gourmand sweet per se, but you had that vanilla sweetness. It smelled like a rich cream, like a rich body cream, and I just needed it. It was so nice. And yeah, I went back to the store immediately, like the next day, and I picked up the fragrance. I was so shocked, and I even expressed how shocked I was. It was such a beautiful fragrance to wear. So when it comes to Chanel No. 5, I think there's a No. 5 for everyone. Probably the most easiest to wear. It smells like Chanel No. 5, but creamier, softer, and the powdery notes is not so strong, but it's still smooth. To add also, this was my signature scent. I wore this, you can see that I wore this all the time. I found this so easy to wear as well. Yeah, I think this is a perfume I'd always keep in my collection. So the next collection is the Gabrielle collection. I have the original Gabrielle here in an atomizer. I bought this in a travel size spray. You just twist like that and spray the fragrance there. Now I bought this fragrance, so that's my Gabrielle there. I bought this as a daytime scent. I wanted something I could just wear, especially like in the early mornings, and I just think it's a pretty scent. It does remind me a lot of J'adore, so it did take me a while to pick this one up because I just felt like it was Chanel's version of J'adore. This perfume is grapefruit, blackcurrant, there's orange blossom, ylang, there's some pear in here, which I love. I don't think I pick up the pear in this fragrance, but there's ylang, tuberose, cashmeran, sandalwood, and musk. To me, this is very much a fresh, bright perfume. So for me, I would pick up orange blossom, jasmine, grapefruit. This is a gorgeous daytime scent. The longevity isn't the best, but I still think it's a nice perfume. I think I may just go ahead and buy a full bottle because I like it for the daytime, especially in the summer. So then after that, I did go ahead and buy my Gabrielle Essence. This one I do wear quite a bit. Now let me smell this, guys. This is really nice. This is so clean, fresh. It's feminine. It's a daytime scent, but you could dress this up easily. if you like the notes, this is like really nice to wear date night or going out with friends. It's quite a classy dressed up fragrance. This time we have peach red fruit in addition to the blackcurrant, which is in the original. There's petitgrain, there's white flowers, tuberose, ylang, there's orange blossom and coconut with the sandalwood and vanilla. It adds this almost a tropical white floral vibe, and I find that really pretty. I think it's a beautiful perfume. I find not a lot of people like this fragrance and most people were not that impressed. I was one of those people in the beginning. I just wanted something, you know, different, and this one was a better release out of the two, but I do find this really easy to wear as a daytime scent or a signature scent. It's got that coconut, orange blossom, it's citrusy, but so many white florals. If you love white florals, then definitely go ahead and try this one. I find again, this one smells a little bit more on the modern side. It has, in a sense, a little bit of that Chanel DNA, but it's not obvious at all. It's more, it reminds me a lot of Dior, like J'adore. And yeah, I think it's easy to wear for a Chanel perfume. When it comes to the Les Eaux collection, I have Paris. This is rose patchouli. I was honestly addicted to this perfume. I just loved how beautiful it smells. It is patchouli and rose. It's like a dark rose. It's not a sweet rose. It's more like a darker rose, a little bit zesty and woody. I think on the dry down you really pick up that patchouli, but there's something a little bit sparkling with this fragrance here as well. Now to me, this is a beautiful unisex scent. I think a guy would smell amazing in this. And I tend to wear this mainly in the summertime. I don't pick this up any other time during the year. But this is really beautiful. It's that strong patchouli rose. It's really nice, really fresh and nice. When you spray this as well, I do pick up that peppery note and some citruses, but like I said, it's like sparkling, and the patchouli and the rose. I just love this one. So that's my Paris. So I'm just going to go through all the fragrances, just lining them up. I just want to go through everything that I have. I want to really see what's missing from my collection. My collection has really grown. Honestly, it's really grown a lot, and I'm happy about that, of course. But now I just want to see what fragrances are actually missing. Do I have too many repetitive fragrances? Do I need to try something new? So I wanted to do like a whole decluttering video of my fragrance wardrobe, which I'm going to do. That's coming up. But I'm going through collection by collection, starting off with my Chanel fragrances. I'm going to sort of organize my wardrobe and find different ways to store everything. The next collection I have is my exclusive collection. It's this one here, Gardenia. This is beautiful. I really enjoy this fragrance. It's a white floral, gardenia notes, really pretty. It smells like a wedding day, and I love this fragrance, but kind of for two reasons. The only reason why I didn't really want to buy this perfume is because gardenia is the scent of my home. So it's very hard to separate the two notes in terms of wearing that on my skin and having my house smell that way. But I really do enjoy this in the summertime. And firstly, this smelled more like a candle to me, but it's really pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Really pretty white floral. And then after that, the next perfume I bought was 1957, and I discovered this in Paris. And I think this time it was a trip with me and my mother, and we did a really nice week away in Paris, and I took her shopping and I tried this, and I was just like, Mum, this smells beautiful. It smells like a wedding day. It smells soft, delicate, powdery. This is based on musk, pure musk. It's really pretty, really pretty and soft. And then I picked up my beige as well. Beige is a gorgeous, sexy, elegant, I don't know, it's really classy beige. So I do like this. It's honeysuckle, frangipani. It's a bit tropical, but it doesn't have that beachy vibe going on. It's more elegant, I find. Really nice perfume to wear. It really stands out. It's quite a bold perfume if that's your style. I have my Coco Mademoiselle here, and then I have my Intense. So these two are both your eau de parfums. Then I have my L'Eau Privé, which is this one here. Put that there. And then I have all of my Allure. So I'm going to start off with my favorite one, which is this one here, the eau de parfum. Then the EDT version, which I have here. And this is my Allure. Put that there. And then I have all my number 5s. So that's my number 5 there. I don't even think I could rank these perfumes. It would be such a struggle. I have that one there. This one, I love how fresh and citrusy the number 5 L'Eau is. This one here. And then I have, oh gosh, I love this one. It's my favorite. Then let's put the eau de parfum there. And then I have my Chance. This was the first one I bought, guys. Quite like that one. And then I have this one. I find it to be more peppery and spicier. And then I have the fresh one, which is new to my collection. And I do enjoy this one, so it's one I'll be wearing. So that's my Chance collection there. My Essence here, Gabrielle. And I really do like this one, guys. I wear this quite a bit. And then these are the only ones I have in my collection right now. I think I'm quite happy with this collection. I don't think I would add anything as yet. I don't think I've tried all of the fragrances, but I'm quite happy with the ones I have here. And then I do have my beige. I think beige is just so elegant. It's like a boss lady fragrance, but still elegant and beautiful. And then I have my Paris here, which I might just put there. So far, that's my collection when it comes to all of my Chanel perfumes. If you spot any of your favorites, let me know down below which collection is your favorite. Are you a Coco girl? Number 5? Do you like Allure? Let me know down below. Let me know down below if you'd like me to share my entire body care collection, all my shower gels, body oils, body scrubs, anything you want to see, all my lotions and things. If you'd like me to do a whole collection, then I can start filming that for you guys. So on this tray here, if I just bring this tray all the way here, I'm going to share with you guys my top 5. Should I do top 5? Chanel perfumes. I'm just going to start with my favorites, but my Chance or Tendre, most definitely my favorite from the collection. I wear this one the most. I find it easy to wear. It's so pretty. And I think after that, the next perfume I wear the most would be Coco Mademoiselle. Sparkling and elegant. Then I think after that, it would be, what I wear the most, would be Allure. I don't think I wear this one the most because this is more like my dressed up perfume. I wear that more when I'm going out. But it's definitely a favorite of mine. And then I think after that, oh guys, it's such a hard one. I would say Gabrielle Essence is a favorite of mine. I do like that one as a daytime scent. And I think I have one from each collection. But I think the next perfume I am loving, I'm just trying to see from my collection here. Oh, I think it would be this one. I think it would be my Chanel number 5 L'Eau. I think that's my favorite one there. So let's bring this one there. That's definitely my favorite from the collection. So there goes it, guys. Those are my top 5 fragrances from Chanel. Do you agree with any of my favorites? What's your take on my tray of favorites here? Let me know which ones you are loving. And if you have any perfumes in common with me, leave me a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching today. If you're new and you sat through this long video, then thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you would like me to film any more of my Chanel products. I have my hair mists, I have my body care, skincare, things like that. Even I could even do a video all about my makeup collection if you like as well. Leave me a comment if that's something you'd like to see. I'm actually wearing a Chanel lipstick right now. It is a liquid lipstick. I will leave all the details for you guys down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!